Thanks for logging on to myfoxhurricane.com. So here we are, another name off the list. And next name up is Gordon. And we could have that before you know it, as we were watching an area well out into the Atlantic. But we now have the final advisory, which has been issued for Francine. It is now a tropical depression, but still bringing some heavy rain across portions of Mississippi, over towards Alabama, up into Tennessee as well. And actually a band extending all the way back down into the Gulf of Mexico, which is bringing some pretty heavy rain, even some tornado warnings across the panhandle of our state. But you can also see that dry air just kind of wrapping down across that southern end or southern side of the storm, drying things out. And some of that drier air will actually be heading in our direction as we head into the weekend. So here's the latest information on now tropical depression Francine. Winds have decreased to 35 miles an hour. It's moving to the north at 14 miles an hour. So it's just going to continue to meander on towards the north. Looks like maybe heading over towards Arkansas, but still bringing those heavy rains across western Tennessee as we go through the next several days. You can see the power outages down across southeastern Louisiana, up into Mississippi, portions of Alabama as well. So it's always a widespread event when you see the rainfall, you see the power outages. We're talking about 350,000, give or take, customers without power right now. So now the cleanup, the restoration process begins. You look at some of those rainfall totals across southeastern Louisiana, up to about 10 inches of rain in and around and to the south and west of New Orleans, down towards the coastline, basically right where this storm made landfall. And we're just going to continue to see more of that heavy rain heading actually over towards Alabama, some of this over into Georgia, but through Tennessee as well as we go through the next couple of days. So here's that big wide view. We're actually watching what could be it currently is a non-tropical, but we could see this system developing into somewhat of a subtropical system as we head into the weekend and into next week. So we'll watch this off the coastline of the Carolinas, off our east coast. Small chance that we could see something developing. As far as this Invest 92, that's basically done. We'll drop that one off the map, but we're also watching that Invest 94, which will continue to work its way on towards the west. Way out there, there's that TD number 7. Here's the latest on this tropical depression number 7. Winds right now are at 35 miles an hour, moving to the west-northwest at 17 miles an hour. This is the one. Later on today, this could become Tropical Storm Gordon as it just continues to work its way on towards the west. The good news about this is it will continue on this path and eventually start to turn a bit more towards the north. So that should keep that away from any land areas. And then here's that area that we're watching right here, Invest 94, small area of some convection, but that looks like that will work its way on towards the north and the west. But you gotta watch it because it may actually kind of curve around out here. Any development with that looks like that would be slow to come. So we're still watching things. Remember, we're right near that peak. We're just past the peak of the hurricane season. So we expect to see more activity this time of the year, and we'll keep you updated right here on myfoxhurricane.com.